Am I doing this? Am I on? Oh my goodness, this Hangout is on live. I'm so excited. I'm like, am I there? Am I on? Hello, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday, August 30th. And I'm so excited to be talking to you all this morning. Oh my goodness. If you can't hear me or something's happening, let me know, because this is kind of a different thing. Google Hangouts changed a little bit. It should be nothing changed on your end. It was just how Kim had us set it up. So let us know if it's not working, okay? So right now we have one viewer, so God willing it is working. We are going to start off with a little bit of recognition. And I am going to have to put my glasses on today because my eyes are getting worse. And if I don't use my glasses, I cannot see like at all. And so maybe when I get my new stuff, I'm going to get maybe some contacts. I don't know. Maybe I'll get some anti-glare glasses so you don't have to look at me like the glare in my head. If I look down, it's probably better. Okay, so here's some recognition, because stars earn cars and Pearl stars as sales directors earn better cars. And I think that I challenge you to be a Pearl star every quarter this year, but you can't be a Pearl star unless you start with the first one. And so here are the women who are on target for Pearl star with emeralds right now. But hello, there are like 17 days left in the quarter, and I know none of you are done. So this is exciting with your personal qualifieds, especially, and with your own selling and ordering this product. And so with at Emerald Star right now, we have Trisha Bless and Megan Cruz, inches away from the Pearl. And these are the women who are already at Pearl Star. Tammy Clout, Susan Riordan, Becky Clements, and Cara Skelzer. What? Congratulations. Oh my goodness. And so as we're going with the stars, remember that a star sales director has at least 20 stars in the seminar year. And so the goal, the minimum basement bottom goal that you want to have by September 15th, and I left this, I think, on the Voxer message yesterday, is 5-star consultants. Are you strategizing for that right now? You, the new, and the few. For sure, you are going to be a star. Most of you already are. And then the few, how many do you have that are holding parties, right, who are doing perfect sixes, who are earning the embracelets, who are going to be stars? And then the new, and that's so important, you guys, because there's still 17 days left. So how many new stars do you want? And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 13 stars to go to that party. Usually we only have 1 or 2 people from our national area earning that party. That needs to change. We are partying every single night at leadership, okay? And I want you to be a part of that. So right now, with 4 stars in her unit is Cara Skelzer. Congratulations, Cara, with 4 stars. And with 5 stars is the Nikki Hill unit. So yay for you guys. And then we're going to look at your qualified. So right now in the computer, going for the 4 unit qualifieds for the $400 bonus. Keeping that in the forefront of our brain every single month that we want to bonus out. With 1 qualified, we have Amanda Collins, and congratulations, Amanda, for having her put that order in yesterday. Your personal qualified, so excited for that win for you. And with that 1 qualified is also Cara Skelzer in for the month. And then with 2 qualifieds in for the month, only 2 away from finishing up her $400 bonus is Mary McIntosh. So congratulations to all of you. Now, with 1 new unit member in the computer right now, and this is, you guys, I know that we are growing, you are working, and I know that what the computer says is not what's going on behind the scenes. I know that because I'm having conversations with you, and you are working. And remember, in July and August, we are priming that pump. Remember, it is not easy to get that going, but like in the olden days, once you prime that pump and you keep priming it, don't stop. That's the key. Don't stop working. It's messy in the middle. And July and August are your middle months, and then it's coming. It's going to come. The water is going to start gushing out. Remember, success is just around the corner from quit. So don't get discouraged in the middle. It is always messy in the middle. You have put your head down. You have decided to work your personal businesses. It's director driven, and I'm so stinking proud of each and every one of you. So stinking proud of you. But don't get discouraged, okay? Don't live in disappointment. Live in excitement and knowing that the best is coming. So with 1 new unit member, we have Kate Unger, Tammy Clout, Jamie Lopez, and it's her personal. Congratulations, Jamie, and Mary McIntosh. With 2 new unit members in right now, we have Susan Riordan, and both of them are her personals. Congratulations, Susan. She made a conscious decision to be a better personal team builder and be bold about that. Crystal Pounds with 2, and one of them is her personal. Congratulations. Cara Skelzer with 2, and one of them is her personal. I'm so excited. Amanda Collins with 2, and one of them is her personal. Yay. And then we have 4 unit members in Nikki Hill unit, and 2 of them are personal. Oh my goodness, you guys. Directors leading by example. It's going to come. It's going to come. Just keep going. All right, here we go. The goal is 1666 in wholesale orders every single month to put you on target 4-star. And I know there are 2 days left in the month. So here we go. These are the women who have already earned the M bracelet with at least their $600 order. With a 642, Susan Riordan. With a 646, Amanda Collins. With a 658, Crystal Pounds. With a 708, Trisha Bless. With a 739, Tammy Clout. With an 845, Megan Cruz. With an 853, Becky Clements. With an 894, Nikki Hill, and with 1291 from Alaska, working her business, Terry Wilson. Woo! Congratulations. 1666 is that number. It is not too late. Have a $1,000 day today. Hold appointments tonight and tomorrow, whatever it takes to be tracking that. I don't care what you did last month. Take the 1666 per month and be on track for it now. You can make up for last month, but hit it this month, okay? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. And then we're going with the 2 personal qualifieds per month. Right now, we've got Amanda Collins and Cara Goelzer with 1. You guys just really, really, really be focused on those new team members, those new personal stars. 2 stars change everything. It does not matter what the eyes see. It does not matter what that production is. It matters what the heart believes. So keep going forward in these last 2 days of the month. And always know that people bring production. You can sign someone today who comes in with a full store. You can, okay? Because it's been done before many times. And if it's been done before in Mary Kay, you can do it too. All right, now what I would do for the bracelets is I'm having my assistant send out an email about anybody who's like got 250 or higher in with a picture of the bracelet. So first of all, they're going to get a picture of the bracelet on the email and congratulate everyone who's already done their $600 order, and then have the people that are either 250 or higher and say, you can do it. You're so close to earning your bracelet for the month of August, okay? Getting that email out. That's a mass thing. That's a mass thing. But then it's the phone calls to your people who are working, who are like, oh my goodness, you've got 400 in. Are you kidding me? You are going to hit this. What can we do? How can we strategize so that you can sell the rest to finish your bracelet for the month? Okay. That's important, you guys. A lot of people winning. So it's you, the new, and the few. Working to recruit the new, getting those new inventories in, and then working with the few to get them bumped up if they're not there yet, to really encourage them that this is where they can win. Because when they're winning the bracelet, they're going to be a star. And to be a 4-quarter star, to be able to earn the mystery night and to get the 5th prize at seminar, you guys, we're talking about it now. We're believing it now. You're working with them individually now. They have 17 days to finish star when you're talking to them today, okay? That's so important, the willing. All right, and so then also, you guys, don't forget that there is a Mexico trip that I am giving away. Hello, and I have got I've got lots of money given out to them, so we are going. I'm going. Even if I'm going up by myself, I'm going to Mexico in the villa because it's paid for, okay? I was thinking about that today. I'm like, wow, I'm so excited to go to this villa in Mexico. So how do you earn it? Okay. We're going to go through December right now. Kim is going to kill me because she said, no, only go through September, but I gotta get hope. Okay, this is how you go. Remember, it's 2 of the, number 1, when you earn a Cadillac by December or requalify it, you go. Your trip is paid for. That is done. Only one thing has to be done for that, okay? And Nikki Hill, you have completed that. She earned it. When you have an offspring sales director, it is done. It is done. You get to go. It's completed. Nikki Hill, you have earned that, okay? When you have completed one of the new director tracks, Honor Society, Amanda Collins, you have earned that. You are going. All right. Or when you do On the Move, Becky Clements, finishing that up next month, that earns you a trip to Mexico, okay? Mary McIntosh, you can still do Honor Society. That will earn you a trip to Mexico. Done deal. Becky, when you do Fabulous 50s, you can either take Paul with you, or I will pay up to $500 for your airline ticket. So the new director tracks, that's what's happening, okay? If you have a consultant in your unit and she earns a car and becomes a sales director by December, they they can go to Mexico, but they have to earn a car. It has to be both and for them to go to Mexico by December 31st. They have to be a car driving sales director. Okay, so know that, car driving sales director. Okay, so if you are, so what's another way? Moving, so then this one has to be two of them. Court of sales or court of sharing, which four people have already done. That's one way to do it. So then the other way, okay, if you've already done that, is to earn the premier level car, all right, to move up a car level, to move up to premier by the end of December. So like Jamie Riley, you did court of sharing. When you earn the premier by September or December, that earns you Mexico. You got it? Okay. And the other thing is to be on track for both courts. That's just one of them. Okay, that's not two, that's one. So if you earn premier by the end of December and you are on track by December 31st for both courts of sharing and sales, so you're going to have 12 personal qualifieds and then whatever half of 20,000 retail in, then you get to go to Mexico. Okay, so you guys got that? All right, find your way to win. It is going to be amazing. The dates, they should be on your calendar because you're going. It's going to be February 4th through and coming home on the 9th. So you'll fly out on the 4th, okay, into Puerto Vallarta, and then you'll come back on the 9th of February. So we'll be there Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 5 nights and come home. It's perfect timing. You'll have finished up a great January, coming home from leadership early, finishing up a great January, getting powered up, being in the space of powerful people and running into February and March. Oh my goodness, it's going to be amazing. All right, the other thing that I just wanted to talk to you about is DSWA, and that is that coaching thing that I put out on the Voxer and that went out on email. That call is tonight at 8 p.m. Central. We'll send it out again today for you to get the information. It's an informative call. Nikki Kiohoho is the owner of DSWA Coaching School, and she is the sister of National Sales Director Connie Kitson, and therefore the aunt of Kristen Sharp. It's all about Mary Kay. Okay, it is $1,000 for that coaching school, and that is April 3rd, 4th, and 5th, okay? April 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I'm looking just to make sure on my calendar. April 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I would not bring her in if I hadn't already gone to her, which I did. I put my money where my mouth is. Leah Carta told me, you need to go to her. Leah Carta and all of her offspring nationals and almost every one of their directors has gone to this DSWA coaching school, not one time, but multiple times. And Leah Carta swears that that is why she went from top director to NSD, because she stopped being so much a taskmaster, but also a vision caster and learned how to listen and answer questions. Okay, I know that some of you would have to fly across the country. I get it. But she's going to talk tonight on that call about a payment plan. And you're going to listen to her and you're going to decide whether it's for you or not. But you know what? Investing in yourself is always worth it. And I promise you, I learned so much from this course. I took a binder home and I made sure that I put it into practice. And so it's both and in this business. It's working with the right skills and the right talents and the right systems, like Linda Tupin taught us, for the bell curve, right? But my friends, we don't become national sales directors on the bell curve. The bell curve builds our units, which is very important to each and every one of you on this call right now, okay? That's very important to build your unit size to 100 and then 150 and 200 because unit size matters. But coaching is the key, in my opinion, to building offspring sales directors. And number one, you can't be a national without a Cadillac. That's where the bell curve comes in, right? We're going to learn our systems to take care of the masses. But your time, your energy, your heart goes to the people one-on-one. And that's what this DSWA coaching school does for you. I want you to know that I do not make money on this, okay? All the money goes to DSWA. All right, when we have at least 20 people, then I get my $1,000 back that I put down. That's what it is. For organizing it, I get to go to free, but I already paid $1,000 to go. You know what I'm saying? And so there can only be 35 people. It is not just open to our national area. It is open to first come, first serve. And so I would not put it out there, my friends, if I didn't want you to go to it. Okay? Plain and simple. It is totally up to you. I will never tell you you have to do something, but I'm going to encourage you to invest in yourself. Those of you who went to Linda Tupin, you know it was one of the best investments you've ever made. And I would say the same about this DSWA. Okay, so enough about that. Enough about that. Here we go. Let me just tell you that Becky Clements, you guys, is halfway to finishing On the Move. Her deadline to finishing that is the end of September. So cheer her on. She has 2 personal qualified. She needs at least 1 more to finish it, and she's half done with the production. Honor Society. Mary, you have 7 months to go on that, or 6 months to go on that, sister. Go, go, go. They are halfway there as well. They need 25 more unit members. Mary, people bring production. You grow to 50 to 50 to 50, and you go to Mexico. So excited about that. And here are the directors at over 5,000 in production. Cara Goelzer at 5,024, Tammy Cloud at 8,916, and Nikki Hill at 15,819. And so we are so excited about that number to grow. Remember, success is right around the corner from quit. There's 36 hours left in this month. Don't you dare quit on yourselves or on your future. So, you guys heard from Sharon Buck last week, and holy cow, was she not amazing? I came in for the last 15 minutes, and then I was getting my nails done that day, so I watched the rest of it while I was getting my nails done. Pages and notes. She's so wise. She's so wise. And today I thought to myself, who do they need to hear? And I think you need to hear from me. I think you need to hear from me, because I'm going to tell you something. There's no one who loves you more than I love you. There's no one who loves you more than I love you. And I didn't have a conference call. I had a coaching call with Carol Anton last week. As you know, that part of my growth plan is that I'm reaching out to inner circles that I really respect. Like, I respect all the inner circles. Hello. All the inner circle nationals that I really respect. And I'm asking them once a month for their time. And speaking of that, you guys, I just want to tell you that with that Perfect 6 challenge, for your consultants to earn that Perfect 6 and earn a coaching call with our top 10 directors, that has been phenomenal. My consultant, Amanda Van Hooser, earned a call, and she picked Trisha Bless. And it's so fun who they're picking, you guys. And she said that call said, I will never miss Perfect 6 again. It is the best prize I could ever get. So it's so free, you guys. We're not paying anything for Perfect 6. They're getting the bracelet from Mary Kay, and they're getting a coaching call with the top directors in our national area. And it empowered Trisha as well. So it's a win-win situation that, when you speak to someone that's not your own unit member and they listen to you and are moved by you, they get excited, okay, you guys? And that excites you and knows, oh my goodness, I am good at this. I am a great mentor. I am a great coach. And so not only does it build up your people, but it builds you up when they pick you to do it. And so get excited about getting your people to earn that Perfect 6, because we all know that power starts are magical. It's not 27 faces. It's not 29 faces. It is 30 on purpose faces. When we do the math, the magic happens. Oh my goodness. Nikki can go back to every single one of her offspring, because Nikki is such a proponent of power starts. And when they do 3 power starts in a row, three, it's a magic number. When you do the math, the magic happens, then it comes. So you guys, you got to be willing. You've got to be willing to lead by example, to do those 3 power starts in a row, and to not be sad. I mean, you can be, I know we're going to be sad and we're going to be mad if you don't get what you want without a power start. I get it, but just do the power start, okay? So when I ask you how many faces you've done, and you've done 12, I can't help you. I can't help you. You just need to book more. That's all that there is to it. Sometimes, what Christina Hernandez said to Jamie Lopez is, she said, default to work. Whenever she wasn't feeling it, whenever she wasn't motivated, whenever she wasn't passionate, she defaulted to work. And remember what Sharon Buck said, that the position is glamorous, the lifestyle is glamorous, the work is not. The work is not. And we just need to own that and go, most people's work is not. A teacher's work is not glamorous, but the results that she gets to see in those children, that's exciting, right? A nurse's work is not glamorous, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's totally not glamorous. But yet the results, she does it because people get healed, right, you guys? So the results, that's what we're working for, is the lives that get to be changed in the process. So as I was having a call with Carol Anton, she was telling me something that I already knew, right, you guys? There is nothing that you don't know. But when we have coaching conversations, it brings it to conscious level. And we're like, oh my goodness, as Leah Carter says, a BFO, a blinding flash of the obvious. And so I asked her a question. I said, Carol, why do I do that? I know better than that. And she said, when you ask the question why, you get the booby prize. I'm like, what are you talking about, the booby prize? When you ask the question why, she goes, I'm not a psychologist, Heidi. I'm not a psychologist, Heidi. That's what she said to me. I'm not a psychologist, Heidi. It doesn't matter why. Just stop doing it. You guys, sometimes we ask ourselves all these questions. Why? Why am I getting cancellations? Why am I not getting bookings? Why is nobody calling me back? You know what? It doesn't matter why. Just change it. So do I need to, you know what? It's so simple. It is so simple. When we're not getting the results, the first one we look at, number one, is our numbers. We have to go back to that formula. It's simple. Number one, how many people have we called? If we're not getting enough bookings, how many people have we called? All right. If we've called enough people and we're not getting bookings, number two, what's my target market? What's my target market? Am I working with the people that I'm comfortable with? Am I working with the people who aren't going to keep their word? Okay, what's my target market? That's number two. If I'm making enough calls, my numbers are right, and my target market is fine. Number three, how's my skill level? Am I doing the right things? Am I saying the right words? You know what? Am I following up with a text? Am I doing the right things at the right time? That's the question. And then if all those things are right, number four, how is my attitude? You know, Nikki was very vulnerable to be on this call and this Google Hangout a while ago and say that a sister director friend had to say, you got a bad attitude. You got a bad attitude. It doesn't matter how many people you call. It doesn't matter what your target market is. When you got a bad attitude, you're not going to get bookings. Isn't that interesting? Oh my goodness. It comes through. The bad attitude comes through. And so that's the thing, you guys, is not to question why, but to just fix it. I loved it. She was like, so simple. I'm not a psychologist. I don't care why. Just change it. I'm like, okay. And you know what? What you're looking at right now, you guys, is your production. It doesn't matter. You're growing, you're working, you're holding parties. Trust the process and trust God. That's all I can tell you. Trust the process and trust God and keep working till the very end. You've been digging into your personal business. You've been digging into it. You've been taking personal responsibility. I loved also what Christina Hernandez said to your training group. If we haven't done the National Court of Sales and National Court of Sharing and taking personal responsibility for our business, how dare we wonder what the rest of our unit is doing, right, you guys? You're getting uncomfortable. This is uncomfortable. Growth and change is uncomfortable. You are not just going into your old patterns. You are bringing them to conscious level and you are changing them. You are not talking about signing up for personal use. You are saying, no, don't sign up. Be my hostess instead. I mean, you are making a radical differences in how you're talking and how you're believing in people and how you're taking personal responsibility. You know, you are changing. You are changing. And here's the deal. This was happening to me yesterday. I was upset with people who hadn't signed up for pay setters. And if I'm going to be honest with you and with myself, that's all about me. That's all about me. I mean, I was all like, oh my goodness, do they understand what great training that's going to be? Not just in the book itself that we put blood, sweat, and tears into, but in the training that I'm going to pour out to them for 1.5 hours every week and then go through their sheets and blah, 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 blah. And I want them to be in it because I love them. You guys know that my basic need is love and is whatever it is, it's connecting with people. And so I was all upset. I was all upset. And it's interesting what a difference a day makes. And in my Bible study, you know, I saw King David, who went out to count all of the fighting men in his country. And God said, no, that's a bad idea. Because David, that was all about you. You wanted to see how awesome your army was. And so God punished him, you guys. And he asked David, do you want like 3 years of famine, 3 months of plague, or 3 days where the angel of the Lord will come to destroy everything? Those were his choices. And David said, well, I'd rather be in the hands of God than in the hands of men. And so he picked 3 days where the angel of the Lord came down, and I think 70,000 people were killed in those 3 days until God said stop. That's how much God hated pride. Hello. That's a lesson that I needed to hear this morning, is that God hates pride. You see, who's on those pay setters? That's not about me. I'm going to love that person where she's at. And it's about her and her choices that she makes in her business. And I'm going to respect that. Is my time going to go into that? No. But I can't take that as a personal affront to me. Oh my goodness, that is prideful. And so I needed to ask forgiveness this morning to say, Lord, let me love the people you have put into my life unconditionally, and then work with the ones who are hungry. Work with the ones who are hungry. And you guys, that's what I am seeing right now in each and every one of you. You're hungry. You are growing. You are showing up. You are wanting to read. You are wanting to change. And you know what, my friends? See, the why that things aren't working out doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. But the why you're doing your business, see, that's all that matters. When your vision becomes clear, the work becomes easy. And so I needed to go back to my personal why. This is not your why. This is my personal why. My personal why is to help women grow spiritually, emotionally, and financially. And if I get away from that personal why, I am a monster. I am a monster. And I don't serve people. I expect to be served. And that is totally not what I want. And so I actually did order an inventory yesterday. You see, when I became a national sales director and Cars became a consultant, I gave her my customers because that wasn't my joy. And so I sold off my inventory, used it myself, took care of any customers that were locally to me. And then I don't really reorder except for myself. Yesterday, I made a decision to order an inventory. And I'm going to go out there and I'm going to hold parties and I'm going to hold facials. Why? Well, first of all, the why was to find offspring sales directors. But you know what? That's all about me. That's all about me to go find first-line offspring sales directors, to find first-line offspring sales directors, to make our area grow, to be in the inner circle or whatever. And that takes away my joy. And that makes me scared. That makes me, a national sales director, scared to book parties because it's all about me. So I want to ask you the question, if you're scared, is it about you? And how can you get out of yourself and into others? Because Mary Kay would always say that in this business, when we think about others, the paychecks will always come. See, it's a bizarre model. It's a weird marketing plan. It's the only company I know where P&L stand for people and love and not profit and loss. It's the only place where Mary Kay said, if you lose your family and your integrity in the process of success, success is not worth it. She was all about hard work, but she was all about others, you guys. And so when I think to myself, wow, whose lives can I touch? First of all, with this product, right? That's how we meet people. It's the vehicle. It's the only vehicle I know. That's how Heidi Goelzer does it. Book, sell, book, recruit. And so there's a person today that I really want to talk to at the Sprint store because her customer service is amazing. Will she become a director in Mary Kay? I have no idea. Probably not. The odds are not that she will. But will I get to know her? Will I get to build a relationship? Will she become a customer and then a hostess and maybe even a team member? I hope so. I hope so. Because it's not about me. It's about her. And so I went through your names today. And you know, in one of the books that I've been reading, and some of you are reading it as well, again, The 5 Levels of Leadership. And if you're not reading it, I suggest you get it out again. The 5 Levels of Leadership. We read it as a brand new area, and some of you weren't even directors in our area at that time, and some of you were brand new directors and just didn't get it, to be honest with you. And I'm getting it more and more the more that I read it. But in this 5 Levels of Leadership, he asked the question at the end of level 1, the position leadership, and he asked the question, he says, who am I? To really ask yourself that question, who am I? What are my values? And how is that going to permeate the organization that I have? Who am I? And that's a hard question, to be honest with yourselves. And when I answer that question, I have to go back to the core of it. I am a blood-bought, forgiven child of God. That's who I am. I am. Now, what I do is I get to be a wife. I get to be a mom, a sister, a daughter, a pastor's wife, a national sales director, a friend. Those are all the things I do, but who I am, and that doesn't change, is a blood-bought child of God, a forgiven daughter of the King. That's who I am. You see, because all of those things will change. There might be some day when I'm no longer a daughter. My parents will go to heaven. I'm not a daughter. There might be some day where there will be some day when I'm not a national sales director. I will retire or go to heaven, and I won't be a national sales director. And so if who I am is tied to each of those things and they go wrong, that can be very devastating to me. If I'm not being a great mom, if my kids mess up, and they will, and they have, then I will be devastated. But you see, I had to remain on who I am, a blood-bought, forgiven child of God. And so then my successes and my failures and all those other spokes of my life won't be so important. They won't be so high as a kite and that I'm so fabulous and prideful when I'm great. And I won't be so devastated and think I'm such a loser when they're not. See, my identity is not tied to my roles or to my achievements. My identity is tied to my God. That's who I am. And I really want you to ask yourself, who are you? Because that will make a difference in the high point of your business and in your life and in the low points, because there will be both. You know, before I get to my last part here that I want to share with you about your whys, you know, I got to spend some great time with Jamie Lopez these last couple days, and with Josh too. And you know, Josh asked some great questions, and he asked some tough questions, you guys. A lot of you have been in Mary Kay for a while, and a lot of us right now are struggling to be where we want to be in our business, right? And Josh asked Jamie the question. He said, Jamie, if she signed 15 years ago, if you would have signed up 15 years ago and someone would have said, in 15 years, you'll be struggling to be the minimums, to meet the minimum bonuses, you would have been like, that's not for me. I'm not going to be struggling in 15 years. You guys, today's a new day. You know, Trisha Bless shared with me that on September 1st is her 5-year anniversary as a sales director, and it's a new day. She's going to take the lessons that she's learned from those past 5 years. She's going to take the lessons, but she's going to leave the experiences and go forward to be the champion that she is. You know, Josh also said to Jamie, he said, no one will be surprised when you win. No one will be surprised when you win, because that's who you are. You're a champion in every aspect of your life. They'll be surprised when you lose. My friends, that's with each and every one of you. You are champions. You are champions. You are successful. No one is going to be surprised when you win. No one is going to be surprised when you get that Cadillac. They're like, I always knew you were going to do it. So go get it. Go be the champion who you are on the inside, and quit asking yourself why this isn't working, or why I'm doing this, or why I'm not doing it. Bring it to conscious level and stop or start whatever you need to do. But then go back to your why. Your why. You see, some of you have this why. And Jamie brought this to conscious level yesterday, you guys. Could you support your family on your Mary Kay income? If something happened to your husband, could you pay your mortgage? Could you keep your children in the house that you live in right now, in the same school district, surrounded by the people that you want them to be surrounded by, if your husband suddenly died or lost his job? Could you do that? I mean, that's a reality check. You guys, most of you are healthy. Most of you are able. Could you take care of your family if your life totally changed? Ask yourself that question and go to work. Go to work. Stop treating this like a hobby where you're spending money, where 20 bucks from pay setters is like, oh my goodness, should I do it or should I not? And go make this a career, because you can. Because you can, my friends. If you don't have life insurance policies for your family, get them. Get them. You can afford it because you're a Mary Kay sales director and you can make that money. You are not like the rest of the world who only lives for today, okay? If you don't have college savings accounts for your kids, get them. Get them. $100 a month can change everything in 18 years. Seriously, compound interest is ridiculously awesome, all right? But stop making excuses. Stop making excuses and stop feeling sorry for ourselves and stop thinking about ourselves, and get your vision clear, get your why clear, how you're going to serve others in this position, and you will get bookings, and you will get team members, and you will have the financial security and freedom that so many of you crave. Jamie, when you brought that to the conscious level, that was huge. Huge, my friends. Get it together. Get it together so that you have that security for yourself and for your children. Oh my goodness. And as I looked at your pictures this morning, your pictures on my wall that I love to look at, I looked at you and I said, you know what, Tracy Henke, the reason your why is so that you can be in your family's lifestyle. You guys, Tracy's mother-in-law is suffering from cancer, and it's really bad. It's really bad. And Tracy, if you could please box your mother-in-law's address out here, please. We would love to flood her with cards of encouragement from your Mary Kay sisters. That you do this, your why is not only those kids, but your parents and your community that you can serve through your life. Trisha Bless, your why is clear. Your why is clear. To be the wife and the caregiver and the support for your husband, and be a professional businesswoman. To be able to do both, and to not work for corporate America, but to grow in this place where God has planted you as a strong Mary Kay sales director, so that you can have the lifestyle that you want to have for you and your family. Terry Wilson, oh my goodness, your why is simple. You want your freedom. You want your freedom and the girlfriends that you get to have in Mary Kay, and not in corporate America where you sit in a cube and have a boss who's cruel to you or unfair to you. You can be your own boss, and that's a huge and big enough why. Tammy Clout, so that you can have a harmony in your life, that you can be the mom that you always wanted to be since you were a little girl and you went to career day with an apron and a baby doll, that you get to be the mom who's there with her kids, who's present, and be the businesswoman and hit those big goals and drive that pink Cadillac. That is your why. Mary McIntosh, your why is that you use every bit of God-given potential, that you go to heaven used up. That's how you put it, that you are used up, that you are not wasting the gifts that God has given you, and that you are using them to his glory and the glory of his people. Get out there and get used up. Jamie Lopez, you are a champion, and you are intense. You intensely love, you intensely work, you intensely do everything, and people know that. And this opportunity is your why, to change lives not only for this world, but for eternity, and to be the winner that God has created you to be. Brandy Lampman, you started this Mary Kay business when you were 18, and you're going to have your first baby in a couple months. Oh my goodness. This was the reason that you started it, to change generations, to change generations, to be here for that family, to not have the same life that you had, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. Don't you forget your why. My friends, never forget in the darkness what you learned in the light. Amanda Collins. Wow, I got to look at my list here. Stability. Stability. Mary Kay gives you wins. It lets the champion spirit come out in you. It lets you be successful, but it also reminds you of who you are. Who you are. Not what you do, not what you accomplish, but who you are, and how God is using you to not just change your life, your family's lives, but the lives of the people that God has put into your path. Kate Unger, are you kidding me? Your life. Your life, that you get to raise your little baby boy in your home, that you get to be the one who does therapy with him as he has some hearing loss, and you're working with his speech therapy. You, Kate Unger, and not a caregiver. You who gets to be home when your husband is traveling. You who gets to pick your kids up from work. You who get to live the life that you've always wanted to live. That you got confirmation this week that your decision to quit teaching and do Mary Kay full-time was the right confirmation, as a kindergarten teacher in your school district was fired. As you get to every day from school and see the smiles on your faces as you got to change school districts because you get to pick them up. As your little girl leaves a note in your binder that says, oh, mommy, we're earning that pink car. Kids who believe in you. Generation changing. That's your why. Becky Mueller, who loves the Lord and loves people. The ministry that you do to each and every one of us through this business, I don't know if you understand the ramifications that you have done for each and every one of us in our national area, with your passion for your Lord and your Savior, and your passion and belief for people, that God has used you to change lives all across the country, literally from Alaska to Florida and everywhere in between, that you get to live out your passion in this Mary Kay world of leadership. Megan Cruz. Those kids love their mama, who has the freedom and flexibility to be the polo mom, the dive team mom, the swim team mom, and everything in between, who's able to take care of the many health issues that your kids have and the allergies, and still be driving a free car and be an executive in Mary Kay, and to show your kids how to set goals and how to reach them. Megan Cruz, your kids are champions because you're a champion. Don't forget your why. Susan Riordan, that you get to be the volleyball mom, that you get to go to college and watch your daughter play, that you get to take your daughter to varsity volleyball when she's a sophomore in college, that you get to be the mom that others turn to, and you're also a professional, that people are seeing you in the community as the woman who has it all, the cute husband, the successful kids, but also that successful business, Susan Riordan, that you are making money for your future and for your family, and that your girls see what you do as a valid career. Jamie Riley, those kids, that's why you started Mary Kay 4 or 5 years ago, and that's why you continue to do it, to make those choices for your children that you didn't get to have, and not just monetarily, but to be home with them and to raise them and instill in them your values, but also to take them on those trips to Disney World that you so love, and to give them those memories and those experiences. You guys, It's worth it. Your why is worth it. Becky Clements, that you get to live what most people won't even dare to live, that you and Paul had the courage to have him step back from his career and raise your family together. Is it always easy? Absolutely not. It's a whole new life for you guys, but it's worth it. It's worth it for your kids to see your dad, for him to be the one who takes them to soccer practice and to feed Austin in the morning and to have prayer time with them. That's your why, my friends. That's your why. Goelzer, to have the freedom from the young age of 21 years old, now 22, to live your lifestyle, to support your husband in the ministry that he's going to be doing for the rest of his life, and to be happy and to encourage other women and to have that confidence and to be such a light to people and to have the freedom to do that and the flexibility. And Nikki Hill, to be an influencer. You influence so many people. You are so wise. Every time you speak, we all listen because it's just words of encouragement and words of wisdom and words of affirmation. And you have no idea the effect that you have on us and people, your children. Oh my goodness, your children are some of the best people that I know. And that you support your husband in his dreams. Is it always easy? No, it's not easy, but you show us that work ethic trumps passion every day. You're not always passionate, but you're always willing to work. You see, you guys, why things aren't happening or why we think away or why we're getting cancellations or why we're not where we're supposed to be, that doesn't matter. Your why, your driving purpose, that does matter. So get that vision clear. Go back to that why. Get into other people because your paycheck is in direct proportion to the number of lives that you change. This month is not over. Your career is just beginning. I am so excited for your future. Get out there and make great things happen. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's it. Tonight is that DSWA call at 8 o'clock. If you can be on it, hear about it. Be willing to pay the price to be in the presence of powerful people. I'm going to leave it at that. And then also we're putting together a new flip chart. I've got a group of people who hold parties. We got Tammy, Nikki, Trisha, and Karis, the ones who are in the field right now, holding parties every single week. They're helping with the flip chart from Leah Laughlin to make it great so that we can have it by pace setters. And that's how I'm booking my appointments, you guys, is to let me practice the new flip chart with them. It's the easiest way to get bookings, you guys, to get people's opinions to help me be better as a leader. Great way for you to get bookings. And the other thing we're going to start doing next week is we're going to start having a recognition form in a Google Doc every week where you're going to put how much you sold, how many bookings you had, how many, all that kind of stuff in a Google Doc. It's probably going to go right along with pace setters. It's going to go with that for you. But you guys, Leaders Track weekly. And I know a lot of you are already tracking. And this way I can give you public recognition every Tuesday morning on this call and on a Voxer. I got the idea from Lisa Madsen. If you are willing to be all in with your future, then be all in with tracking and accountability. It's going to be great. All right, you guys, finish strong. I love you all. Bye.